Now at 6 o'clock, we're tracking multiple shootings over the weekend, including one in Gresham that killed a 13-year-old while they were sleeping. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz will bring us the latest in a live report.
And Washington lawmakers vote on a new budget, but we still don't know if Governor Ferguson will sign it. Now the budget could impact you. Plus, Link, Nova, come on.
Breakfast time at the Oregon Zoo, although these cougars aren't exactly running to the table for that meal. Just a couple of cool cats who arrived on the scene there a few months ago as the latest example of what the zoo calls its second chance animals. We're going to share why they needed that second chance coming up in a new Drew at the Zoo at 6:45.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Monday. I'm China Green.
And I'm Drew Carney. Not only a Monday, we mentioned this earlier, it's also National Superhero Day. Can I put you on the spot? Ashley first, and then Rodney second. All-time favorite superhero.
Who's going first? Me? I missed my instruction.
I feel like you have to say Spider-Man, right? Who doesn't want to swing through the city?
Yeah.
Ashley's on board with Spidey. Who do you got, Rod?
Well, I've always felt like Superman. I'm going to go with Superman.
You are the Man of Steel, aren't you?
Oh, man.
Oh, that hurt.
Okay.
Shouldn't have done that. Wow. All right, here's a look at our Oregon Garden Resort camera down in Silverton. And this is the way I think all of us appeared this morning under the clouds, but we are completely dry. We have light winds, cloud cover over the Rose City of downtown Portland at 52 degrees this morning. Comfortable start to our day. It's a day that may see some sun breaks, but overall mostly cloudy to overcast expected. 57 at noon, 65 at 5 o'clock. We are looking to see showers pass overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about that coming up. Here's Ashley.
Not too bad, Rod. We are going to start on the Glenn Jackson Bridge for those of you who commute in and out of Oregon and Washington here on 205. Not too bad. I'm not tracking any major slowdowns in the metro area this morning. We'll head over to the west side here. Here's Sunset Highway at 217. A similar story there. And then a little bit further south on I-5 at Wilsonville. Now, a heads up for those of you who take the blue line. There is a disruption to your commute. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. China.
Ashley, thank you. Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue is still on the scene of a duplex fire. The fire started just before 5 this morning on Southwest 68th Avenue near Nyberg Street. This is a live look right now. We don't know if anyone was hurt, but crews do believe everyone got out safely. They're asking people to avoid the area as they work the scene.
We're also following two shootings in the Portland area over the weekend. One in North Portland happened Saturday, the other in Gresham early Sunday morning. That one killed a 13-year-old.
Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us live from Gresham. So Thomas, what else do we know about this deadly shooting?
Well, Drew, in China, police say that a 13-year-old was sleeping in an apartment near Southwest 11th and Highland Drive when multiple shots were fired in a neighboring apartment. Some of those bullets, police say, went through the wall, striking and killing that teenager. Once arriving on scene, officers administered first aid. Medical responders then transported the teen to a local hospital, but he didn't survive. Officers also located another person who had been shot. That person was taken to the hospital to treat non-life-threatening injuries. And in North Portland, police say a man was shot in the leg along North Woolsey Avenue off Columbia Boulevard. It happened around 6 o'clock Saturday evening. A neighbor told us she heard 6 consecutive gunshots. Once police arrived, the suspect had already fled the scene and an arrest still has not been made, leaving neighbors worried for their own safety.
Not safe. It's they could shoot me or everybody here. And I want to be around for my son and his wife and my granddaughter.
Now, both of these investigations up in North Portland and here in Gresham are still under investigation. Anyone with additional information is urged to contact police. Drew, China.
All right, Thomas Schultz covering one of our top stories this morning live in Gresham. Meanwhile, a Multnomah County judge sentenced a man to 17.5 years in prison for deliberately hitting and killing another man with his car and then trying to run over a witness. Surveillance video from 2022 shows Frederick Moore waiting for a man to enter the crosswalk before stepping on the gas. He hit and killed 42-year-old Vincent Timothy. The video also shows Moore taking off and then trying to run over someone on a bike. Moore reportedly told officers that he ran over Timothy on purpose.
A man has been charged with murder after a car plowed into a crowd at a Filipino Heritage Festival in Vancouver, BC on Saturday. At least 11 people are confirmed dead, and that number could go up. Police confirm the driver has a history of mental illness. Canada's Prime Minister commented on the incident over the weekend.
Families lost a sister, a brother, a mother, a father, a son, or a daughter. Those families are living every family's nightmare. And to them and to the many others who were injured, to the Filipino-Canadian community, and to everyone in the broader Lower Mainland, Vancouver, I would like to offer my deepest condolences and my wishes for strength and compassion in this tragic time.
An investigation is ongoing, and it is believed that the suspect acted alone. Officials confirm the attack is not an act of terrorism.
State lawmakers in Washington passed new tax bills in the final hours of this year's legislative session. Whether the governor signs those bills, though, is still to be determined. The final budget proposal from lawmakers calls for just under $9 billion in new taxes. Here's what else their budget includes. No furloughs for state employees. The state's rainy day emergency fund wouldn't be drained, and $100 million would be set aside to hire new law enforcement officers. To pay for all this, the gas tax is expected to go up 6 cents a gallon starting July 1st. Businesses, both small and large, will pay higher taxes. The capital gains tax rate will also go up, and a new electric vehicle tax, which for now only impacts Tesla, is also part of this package. Washington Governor Bob Ferguson said he likes this budget proposal better than past ones because it actually relies on fewer tax increases.
You know, what I've emphasized is a balanced approach. It's a real challenge we have. Appreciate the hard work of the legislature these past 100 days or so. But of course, I'll be taking a close look to see what stays in the budget and what might need to come out.
Despite saying he likes it better than others in the past, Ferguson has not confirmed if he'll actually sign this budget proposal.
In Salem today, rideshare drivers from across Oregon will rally at the Capitol in support of a driver rights bill. If passed, Senate Bill 1166 would establish fair pay standards, earned sick leave, and other protections for Uber and Lyft drivers. The rally kicks off at 11:30 this morning at Wilson Park next to the Capitol building. The Senate Rules Committee is set to hear the bill later this afternoon.
Tomorrow is the last day Oregon voters can register for next month's special election. It includes contests for local school boards, rural fire district boards, and local ballot measures. New Oregon voters with a valid state driver's license, driving permit, or other form of valid ID can register at oregonvotes.gov/register. You have until midnight tomorrow night. The special election is set for May 20th.
Today is National Superhero Day, and we want to hear from you. So if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Let us know by texting that number on your screen there, 503-226-5088. Your answer might just end up on air here.
Never mind the superpowers for a moment. We've mentioned some superheroes so far. I feel like Batman, Spider-Man, they've gotten some shout outs. I want to give a shout out to the Hulk. The Hulk. Incredible Hulk. Yeah. One of my all-time favorites, especially that 1970s TV version of the Hulk, Rod, that I'm sure you remember well.
Yes, I do.
Bill Bixby.
Yep.
Don't make me angry, Rod. You won't like me when I'm angry.
That's true. What about being Robin? You basically have no responsibility whatsoever, right? You just and if you do anything, then you get applause for it. But otherwise, you kind of kick back and eat a donut while Batman does everything.
I feel like I play Robin every day. To this woman's Batman.
Oh.
My producer's saying Robin is bad because he doesn't wear pants. I suppose that's fair.
He's got something on
producer
Alex.
Here's our Timberline Lodge, the remark of the day, isn't it? Here's our Timberline Lodge camera. Clear skies, so evidence that we have a low cloud deck over the valley because you get up in elevation, you pop above it, 34 up at the mountains. So if you're going up there, you will find some, but down low, here are the clouds over our state capital this morning in Salem, 49. We have light winds. Everybody is dry. Here are the clouds over the Reserve Vineyards and Golf Club, and a low, again, not a ripple in the water there. 49 is the temperature. So this will be a nice, quiet Monday. No issues working or playing outdoors. Again, just nice, quiet weather, much like we had over the weekend, really. 50 in Troutdale, 49 in Tigard, 50 down in Sherwood. So a mix of generally 40s with some 50s showing up. There's 49 in Kaiser and Salem, 45 out in Dallas this morning. As you get your day going, all dry. This shows 53 at 10 o'clock, kind of a gradual warm up. 56 at noon, and then trying to near 60 degrees at 1 p.m. We'll look for highs today in the low to mid 60s again. Now there is rain coming in overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Not a lot. This shows less than a tenth of an inch from Portland southward, 14,100s in Kelso, and about 15,100s in Tillamook and Astoria. These numbers are believable. If anything, sadly, these numbers are a little bit too high, as I think it's likely we get some rain tonight into tomorrow morning, but not a lot. Back to today's dry forecast map at 5 o'clock. Mostly sunny skies, Burns, John Day, mostly to partly cloudy in central Oregon. It shows Madras nearing 70, Bend at 67, 50s at the coast today. Here's our 7-day forecast. 65 today, the rain showers overnight and tomorrow morning, then becoming partly cloudy. And then the big warm, 75 Wednesday, 84 on Thursday. Another fairly weak system gives us probably some rain, but not a lot. Friday afternoon into Friday night. That is your forecast for now.
Sounds good, Rob.